Happy to have you back on this Thursday, the 18th day of July. A very nice, beautiful, as was expected, day in the neighborhood, and more to come weather-wise. Sure, shower and storm chances in parts of your 7-day, but the low 80s is as high as we'll go temperature-wise, and at least a day, maybe two, but definitely one in the upper 70s. And I'll give you some more detail and more on some more rain chances, which we still desperately need in the forecast. Headlines tonight includes coverage of this week's Magaufin County Fiscal Court meeting. I have indictments returned by the sitting Magaufin County Grand Jury, some other news and information, as well as an update on the missing man that was last seen in the Red River Gorge days ago. It's not good news either. And of course, your calendar and more in just what's left of the half hour. We'll go ahead and begin with coverage of this week's Magaufin County Fiscal Court meeting. Some early discussion about the continued demolition, more than likely, of the old Magaufin County Public Library. That's where we'll pick it up. The former public library structure deemed by engineers who analyzed and surveyed the property not structurally sound, and what would be at more of a cost to repair than to rebuild, has now been this discussion in the fiscal court now for a number of meetings. Right now they have decided to test for asbestos before proceeding with potential demolition to make way for parking or possibly another structure. That's still yet to be determined in the future. Appearing before the Magaufin County Fiscal Court was Ms. Hannah Edlin. She's the Director of Policy and Strategic Initiatives at the Kentucky Youth Advocates Organization. She was there to talk about a couple of different programs that they offer, Bloom and Bounce. Both deal with preventing and mitigating adverse childhood experiences. She had a lengthy and very informative presentation that the fiscal court took into consideration, and we'll be talking to her again. You might recognize Edlin as the former Miss Kentucky from just a few years ago. She's also a former middle school teacher as well. More to come. From there, an update on resurfacing Carpenter Bend, Cottle Branch, Upper White Oak, and 2 FEMA projects all completed as of late. While next, DAV Commander Lloyd Salyer presented a resolution in honor of Private First Class Winford Arnett, who will have a portion of S. Arnett Branch named in his honor. Winford Arnett, born in December of 1922 in Sublette and killed in action.
Whereas Winford Arnett enlisted in the United States Army at the age of 17 in the early part of 1940, Private First Class Winford Arnett attended training in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. He went to Fort Goober, Oklahoma to continue his training. Private First Class Arnett was assigned to Fort Sam in Houston, Texas to complete additional training for his overseas tour. After the training at Fort Sam, he was shipped overseas in the later part of 1943 and assigned to the 5th Army in South Africa. Private First Class Arnett participated in many battles in Africa and pushed the Germans back and break the lines. After serving in South Africa, his unit went to Italy to be part of a joint mission of the 5th and 8th Army and Allied forces to break the German lines, which enabled the American forces to move forward into Rome. During fierce battle on May 21, 1944, Private First Class Winford Arnett was wounded and spent approximately a month in his hospital. After convalescing, Private First Class Arnett went back into action. On July the 12th, 1944, in a fierce battle, Private First Class Winford Arnett was killed in action.
Arnett was a recipient of the Purple Heart and many other commendations, and that road dedication will be set for sometime next month in August. And lastly, discussion of medical marijuana before the Magaufin County Fiscal Court, taking up the subject as the state is preparing to make it accessible and offer or allow several dispensaries to be open. Counties left with the choice to set their own guidelines or regulations or go by that of the state.
The medical cannabis issue. Now, as I understand, there's going to be 14 dispensaries in the state. Odds are slim to none that want to be located here.
Yeah, right.
And talking to other county judges, except for the ones that maybe have the opportunity to get one of the distribution centers, they're just not addressing it and let the state do the licensing and let them handle it. we can have a resolution and put it on the ballot. Or we can put a ordinance in place, which will require us to draft an ordinance and have 2 meetings and advertise it and go that whole route to set certain parameters and restrictions on medical cannabis. Again, this is not recreational. There's nothing recreational about it. It's all medical. Or we can just do nothing. So what do you all think? We got to either do nothing or by August the 13th, I think.
13.
By August the before August the 13th, we have to pass a resolution, put it on the ballot.
That'd be on this November ballot.
Be on this November ballot. Yeah. I have no.
If we don't act on it, what's going to take place?
Then the state already has regulations on it. They issue the licenses and the permits, and they do it all based on law. We can make it more stringent or ban it altogether. But in order to do that, we have to pass an ordinance. Or we can put it on the ballot and say, people, do you want it here or not?
The state's guidelines are strict.
Yeah,
If you read it,
extremely
I mean,
strict.
there's nobody in this area going to be able to do it.
No, I don't think so. And like I said, we've sat down and several county judges and I've talked, and there's not a one of them that either their fiscal courts want to put it on the ballot. That don't mean they won't. But it's something we can do. It's up to you all. I'll go along with whatever y'all want to do. I think it's a non-issue. I don't know why I've never seen them put something like this on the locals to say, well, it's a local option for us to give to the people. You know, if they're gonna do it, it should have been a statewide thing, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd been a lot better.
You know,
Well, and some cities have done it and the counties haven't. It's just-
exactly. And if the city was to say, yep, we want it wide open, it ain't wide open, but the state regulations, and we pass an ordinance, well, that doesn't trump the city,
Right, it's like a wet dry.
and vice versa.
Yeah.
They want to put it on the ballot, and we want to do nothing, and we just restrict it in the city, or whatever.
After further discussion, the fiscal court decided to let the state pretty much handle it, and they took no action. I'll be right back. Get ready, because the 21st annual Magoffin County Community Day is coming up Saturday, August 17th in Ramey Park, and tickets, as always, are just $10, and kids 12 and under get in free, and those $10 tickets still get you into one of the greatest bluegrass shows anywhere and a chance to win a car. And this year, we've got Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Larry Sparks, Dave Atkins Band, Turning Ground, Randy Maloney and Friends, Aaron Grace Rudd, Black Powder Express, Eddie Jenkins and the 606 Sound, Terry Miller and Traveler, and your MC, CJ the DJ. Get your tickets now at either location of the Sagersville National Bank.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
The Big Sandy Healthcare System family is excited to welcome and introduce to you their newest team member, Dr. Emily McCormick, DMD. From right here in Eastern Kentucky, Dr. McCormick joins Hope Family Dental and is excited to see and serve patients in Magoffin County. Call 349-5126 to schedule an appointment. To you, Fraser's Prater Drug has been voted #1 in customer satisfaction with Good Neighbor Pharmacies for the 7th year in a row. With curbside pickup for all of your prescription, allergy, or even multivitamin needs. Or come in and pull up a stool while you shop, or just visit downtown and treat yourself to something extra tasty or sweet. Where locally owned means a more personal, reliable, and friendly pharmacy. Fraser's Prater Drug.
If you know of a child that needs help, all you have to do is call the hospital. You do not have to have a referral from a doctor or anyone. If you look at your child and that's from birth to 18, and you say, my child is just not standing right, it's not walking right, I just feel like there's something wrong with it. You can call the hospital direct and make your appointment, and they'll set you up. And if you don't have transportation, they will call the local Shrine Club and get you transportation for your child. So there's no reason why that if you have a child that you're just concerned about, that you don't have it checked out with the Shriners Hospital. And this is all free. If you have insurance, they'll take it. If you don't have insurance, you're fine. We need to find that child that needs help, and let's get it help.
Dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
A couple of indictments to report tonight from the sitting Magoffin County Grand Jury, and one of them actually from the last month's indictments, which were returned. As of course I've told you on a couple of occasions, indictments are now just being released after they are served in an effort to be able to serve them more efficiently. I think there were 15 last month and one to add to that, which is probably about half of the 15 which have been served. And then one of a number of indictments which were returned today by the most recent session of the Magoffin County Grand Jury. Close to a dozen in total, I believe, with one a superseding indictment for sodomy and sexual abuse. The indictment to add to last month's tally after it was served and the woman from Whitesburg you see here was jailed is that of Angel H. Breeding, 25, from Whitesburg, Kentucky. Grand jury testimony presented by the Kentucky State Police Drug Enforcement Investigative Unit, DESI, resulted in the grand jury returning an indictment in the count of 1, trafficking in a controlled substance, first-degree first offense, that being specifically carfentanil or fentanyl derivatives, and being in possession of drug paraphernalia. While today the Magoffin County Grand Jury returned a superseding indictment in the name of Billy James Ingram, 22, of Royalton, Kentucky. He was formerly indicted by the Magoffin County Grand Jury. However, with testimony being presented by the Kentucky State Police out of Post 9, a charge was added to now a 2-count indictment. Ingram now charged with sodomy in the first degree and in count 2, sexual abuse in the first degree. The grand jury saying that based on testimony given by the state police and investigators sometime on or around May the 7th of 2021 to the end of June of the same year, he is alleged to have committed those crimes. He was already in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center, being held there since May, thus the warrant being served today. I spoke with John May with the Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team just a short time ago about the missing persons case. I'll have some updated information for you in just a few seconds right now while I'm gathering the details on that. Here's tonight's Magoffin Farm Bureau calendar and another birthday to pass along. Whose birthday is it now? Well, it's Bonnie Blanton's, with a lot of love from your sister Michael and Hanson Rao. Happy birthday. The happiest of birthday wishes to Bonnie Blanton. Happy birthday to you. Going on in the calendar, a lot happening at the Extension Service here in Magoffin County. The Farmers Market is having Customer Appreciation Day tomorrow, 3 to 6. T-shirts free while supplies last. Popcorn, a recipe sampling. Stop by and meet the artist. Willa Nicholas was this year's T-shirt designer. And Willa will be there tomorrow, 3 to 6, for Customer Appreciation Day at the Farmers Market on West Maple Street. And Extension Day Camp at the Extension office is coming up next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 10 till 2. And they'll have beekeepers and a mobile science activity center on Tuesday, a mobile science activity center on Wednesday. The Kentucky Reptile Zoo will be there Thursday, and they're there Friday, too. Well, not at the Extension office. Friday of next week from 9 to 1. Check in at the Ramey Park Pool for a pool day and picnic at the park. Call for more information, 349-3216. Registration is required. This is for grades K through 12, Magoffin County. That's a big, fun week. A canning class is coming up on August the 2nd, 10 a.m. at the Extension office. Learn how you can can your garden harvest, yummy jams and jellies. Call 349-1236 to register. Told you, a lot of cool things happening at the Extension Service. And Patchwork Playdates is camping. They're having camping at the Extension Service, a glow-in-the-dark lantern craft and a trail mix snack. Yeah, how's that sound? Tasty and fun. That is Thursday, August the 8th, 349-3216. Again, if you have any questions. If you have any questions, you can get them answered tomorrow, or go to kybloodcenter.org, where you can make an appointment or get anything answered that you need to know about donating blood. They'll be at the Sayersville First Baptist Church tomorrow, 1 to 5. Hopefully getting a lot of blood donations, as the summer blood supply is, as it always is, very critical with all the extra activities going on outside, which results in, well, let's just say a lot of extra injuries and the like, and some very serious in need of blood supply. With that said, that's the calendar. This is how you get things on the calendar, so please send them to me when you can. An update on a memorial service to be held tomorrow evening at 6 in honor of 64-year-old Timmy Lee Gibson of Limestone Branch. He passed away on the 3rd after a lengthy illness, the son of the late Harold and Rebecca Arnett Gibson. He is survived by his wife Melissa Browse Gibson, son Tony Brust, sister Janet Burchett and Lou of Cambridge, Ohio, his brothers Larry Gibson and Mark Gibson, Paul and Jerry Gibson, as well as Tony Gibson and 3 grandkids. A memorial service will be held tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock at Bill Cole's Church of God's Grace. And lastly tonight, ask to be read in loving memory of C.M. Gasparic, greatly missed and loved by his family.
There were times that I just could not concentrate on things.
There's days I wake up and I don't want to do anything.
It's just devastating.
The grief that happens after the death of a loved one can leave you feeling confused, lost, and alone without a roadmap. But other people have traveled this grief journey before you, and there is hope and a way forward. Grief Share is a proven video-based support group that connects you with others who are traveling the grief journey you're on right now.
Grief Share is a place where you can be as raw and as ugly as you want to be, and it's okay.
I joined them online and it was great. It was wonderful.
Each weekly Grief Share session consists of an insightful video with grief experts and testimonials, a small group discussion, and encouraging workbook exercises. You'll also receive free online resources and tools that help you move forward in hope and healing.
I gained so much more than just understanding of grief, and I think I saw it from a bigger picture too.
Visit griefshare.org to learn more.
Sometimes you just can't wait, and when it's one of those times for an amazing elective ultrasound of baby, call Mommy and Me 4D Imaging, a local studio with years of OB experience. Located in Sayersville and waiting at 496-5423.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
Whether you've got a new ride and you want it to stand out in the crowd, or you want your current ride to look and feel like a new one, no one does lifts, wheels, and tires better than Conley's. Stop in now for spring tire specials, free quotes, and 0% financing, or log on to conleytire.net. Some updates tonight on the man who is at the center of a large-scale search in the Red River Gorge area. Details which now include what is believed to be a confirmed date that he was last seen in the Gorge area, which puts him there about 12 days ago. 48-year-old Scott Allen Hearn was last confirmed seen by his family in Ironton, Ohio on the weekend of the 4th of July, on the 4th, and has not been seen since. After some investigation and looking into, the Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team now believes that he was confirmed to have been seen in the Red River Gorge area on July the 6th. That's about 12 days ago, in the area of Tower Rock and Saul Branch. They have been going over that area continuously, now broadening their search to others. Additional dog teams from the Kentucky Search Dog Association have been arriving, conducting search. They've just been pounding the ground, following any and all leads. And at 8 o'clock this morning, 4 dog teams along the search and rescue personnel continued to search for Hearn near Tower Rock. After nearly 7 hours of effort, still no discovery, no leads. The teams also cleared the area leading to Bell Falls. New information from the family indicates that Hearn had been visiting this area over the course of the past few months looking for waterfalls. They also found his diary where he made entries about several locations that he planned to visit in the future. They're going to be planning all day tomorrow and recuperating just a bit, people and animals alike, and then they're going to conduct another wide ground search operation on Saturday morning, weather permitting. And once again, they're still asking that visitors avoid these areas, those between Gladdy Visitor Center and the Osborne Bend Trailhead, if possible, to not distract or disrupt the investigation, the search, mainly by, of course, canines, but also by those on the ground as well. Any information about any potential sightings or anything that might lead to the whereabouts of Hearn would also be greatly appreciated. Now, on to your Licking Valley 7-Day. Nothing on the radar to show. That's, makes for a beautiful evening. We still need some more rain, but we did catch up a little bit with that, nearly 0.6 of an inch from in the past 48 hours or so. And there's some more in the forecast. Right now, though, we're sitting at 85 after topping out at 89 earlier today. Feels like 85 because humidity's down about 20% down to 44%, and the dew point's down to 61 degrees. Winds out of the west-southwest about 5 miles per hour a moment ago. Biggest gust today I've clocked is 13 here at the office. Again, humidity 44%, no rain in the past what's been of today. And sunrise at 6:26, sunset a minute earlier from yesterday at 8:53. So, what's changed in 24 hours? A little bit. Mostly clear tonight, 58 degrees for the rest of your Thursday, nothing more than a light. What will probably more of a northeasterly wind here, I believe, for the remainder of the evening or overnight. Tomorrow, look for some patchy morning fog in the a.m. between, say, 7 and 8. Mostly sunny. 83 tomorrow. Should be a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. We do have tomorrow night clouds on the increase tomorrow night. I think it's going to be late tomorrow night, like 3 or 4 in the a.m. And with that, a chance of showers and storms, 10% or so, but we'll just carry that on over into your Saturday because that's when we expect to see them. And actually, we've got a 50% shot of showers and storms from, say, 7 o'clock in the morning on your Saturday. Temperatures still holding firm in the low 80s at 82. Nighttime lows back up to close to the mid-60s. And again, a 50% chance of some showers and storms with albeit partly sunny skies. Shower chances will wane to about 30% during the course of Saturday evening and Saturday night. Sunday, well, they ramp back up a little bit. Patchy fog in the a.m., partly sunny, mid-80s, right at 85 expected, and a 40% chance of showers and storms throughout the morning after 11 or so for your Sunday, and then throughout the rest of the day, and those will be kind of on and off throughout Sunday and Sunday night. Sunday night, as you saw, a low of 66. Monday will start off 81, partly sunny with our biggest, to that point, chance of showers and storms in your 7-day. And Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Thursday, well, they all look a little more filled with showers and storms possibly than not. Even though we've got a little sunshine Monday, a 60% chance of showers and storms, 81. Down into the upper 70s by Tuesday. Not much sunshine to speak of. A 70% chance of showers and storms, not just Tuesday, but into your Wednesday and into your Thursday as well. We'll teeter-totter between cloudy skies and a little bit of sun back and forth here and there. But for the most part, You can pretty much chalk that up as an 80-degree average Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. More clouds than sun, and a very consistent, again, 70% chance of showers and storms across the board for those final 3 days of your 7-day outlook. Again, as always, powered by Licking Valley RECC. And that's going to wrap it up for tonight. We'll wrap up this week of programming tomorrow after another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Hope to see you then. Thanks for watching.